Hello summoners, welcome back to another damage comparison video. This one is going to be between OG Wolverine as a Horseman of Apocalypse versus Wolverine Weapon X. Now Weapon X is a very rare character in the game and very few people have him, but he's one of the very few trophy characters who is actually kind of good. And let's see if he is indeed the best Wolverine in the game. Now OG Wolverine, he benefits a ton from being a Horseman of Apocalypse. Without that, his damage output is pretty bad, and at that point I would rather play with X23 than OG Wolvie. But as a Horseman, he just has so much bleed damage, all those crit bleeds and stuff. Plus he always had the best regeneration when we're talking about Wolverines. So as you can see, like right now, 3-4 regenerations. Like this guy, he's a little bit crazy when it comes to regeneration, and you can see like he has a very big lead. Now a big reason for that is that Weapon X, his damage output, it increases as the fight goes on, because you're refreshing the bleeds, and like at the end you're going to see we have about 60-70 bleeds doing a lot of damage every single tick, every single second. So now we go for SP3 with Weapon X, and like as soon as we come out of that, we are fully unblockable. At this point you ideally want to get hit and activate your Fury. It's a pretty decent Fury. It doesn't last that long, but it does increase your damage output by quite a bit. And we are running Suicide Mastery with both. Now the reason like Weapon X is not a Horseman of Apocalypse is because I don't have an Apocalypse, and a huge shout out to Theuda for sending over the OG Wolverine gameplay. And I don't have a Weapon X either. This is like I only get him for a month for testing purposes, because he has a synergy with one of the newer characters this month. So yeah, now overall I'd say OG Wolverine is much better. Like even if you take away the damage output, he's just so much easier to play. Now Weapon X, this was probably my 9th or 10th try with him against Labyrinth Red Hulk, and like at some point I was always losing the bleeds. It's kind of hard to do when you also have to bait special attacks and manage the opponent's power. Like it's not even about skill, it's also a lot about how cooperative the AI is. Like sometimes they're just not throwing the special attack, and also not all the special attacks can be countered by a heavy. Like Wolverine can, like you can see, his heavy reach is pretty decent, but he can counter his Red Hulk's SP1 pretty easily. But SP2 not the same, because you have like there's a lot of distance when you evade it. So yeah, that is why like whenever I pushed him to his SP2, that was like a very hard point. Bleed always expired at that point, and like if the bleed expires, you have to build him over from scratch. So like even then, there are so many characters in this game who are similar. Like we can say She-Hulk or Gamora with the buffs, and now Horseman Storm and Weapon X with his bleed and shock respectively. But like this is definitely one of the most stressful characters to play. And as you can see, like Wolverine, OG Wolverine as a Horseman, he won by a very big margin, and he also finished at a full yellow bar, which is really impressive considering he was running Suicide Masteries and everything. So like OG Wolverine is very and like at the end you're going to see that the number of hits wise, Weapon X is going to finish under 100 hits, like in 94 I think, or something like that. But main reason for that is we're not really using that many basic attacks. We're mostly just exclusively using heavy attacks, and you can do the same with a lot of characters and they will just finish very easy, like at a very low number of hit. But that's not really a very practical way to play. So time is definitely the better way to see things. But that is going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Like this video, share with your alliance, and stay safe. Have a good one.